The Bay Area's rock station, 107.7 The Bone.
Pat Travers, how's it going?
Hey, Steve, what's up?
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm having a ball. As a matter of fact, I told my wife I was going to be a bonehead, and she said, "You're really good at that." So
she agreed.
No, she said, "You'll do great because you're great at that."
Good to see you again. Last time was at Bone Bash.
Yeah, that was the one in San Jose, right?
Yeah, so that makes you an official bonehead.
I know. And that was a great gig. There was all those people, a beautiful day.
I mean, that's our badass party of the year.
I know, man. You guys, and then we did one before at the Cow Palace.
Exactly. In fact, that was Bone Bash 1 way back in the day. Yeah. Look at you. You haven't lost your memory.
No, unfortunately.
So Tommy T's in Concord tonight, I hear.
That's right. Mr. Tommy T's. We're doing a acoustic/electric show.
No, wait a second. What does that mean?
That means I'm going to play acoustic guitar till I don't feel like playing acoustic guitar anymore. And
then you'll plug in.
Then I'll plug in, yeah.
Okay.
So, but the whole band's with me, so that's going to be fun. It's not just me by myself. And, yeah, it's going to be interesting.
I ran into Tommy at the Good Guys Car Show last weekend.
Tommy
T.
Oh, okay.
Himself, the
cool.
man.
The man.
Your host for this evening. By the way, later on we'll give away some tickets to the show.
Fantastic.
So you are the guest DJ.
Yes.
You are getting to pick all the music here, so we're going to find out what's up with you and your influences and this and that. Where are you living nowadays, by the way?
I live just outside of Orlando, Florida. I've been in Orlando for 27 years.
Really? Have you experienced firsthand many hurricanes there?
No, just those ones that came 2 or 3 years ago, 3 or whenever they were, and even that really had very little effect on where I live.
Ever take a side job at Disney World?
No, I've only ever been to Disney World 3 times, I think.
To take the kids. How old are your kids nowadays?
My daughter will be 15 on the 22nd of December, and my son is 11.
Oh, well, they can probably both kick your ass anyway.
Yeah,
pretty much
on an intellectual level, definitely. Yeah.
All right, you got a great list of songs here, and right out of the box, Jimi Hendrix.
Oh yeah. Well, everybody, always assumes, mostly rightly, that Jimmy was the main guy for me, and in a lot of ways, absolutely he was. I mean, he was totally unique. So, but I mean, I started learning how to play the guitar in an era when we had real guitar heroes like Jeff Beck and Jimmy Page and Eric Clapton and Johnny Winter and Carlos Santana. And Jimmy was just right in there, kind of, at the top of the heap, sort of. But it was a time when you could hear 2 notes from a guitar player and you knew exactly who you were hearing,
Well,
by
you're
the tone and the way they played. And hello.
You're still a young guy, but I know you saw Hendrix back in the day.
I got to see him when I was 13.
Back in your home country.
In Ottawa, Canada, at the Capitol Theater, March 19th, 1968, 12th row aisle. And there was I had bragged to my friends at school that if he started breaking up his guitar that I was going to get a piece.
Yeah.
And he started doing a Wild Thing, which was sort of like his encore, and he did start to go a little, histrionics and throwing the guitar around and smashing into the amps and doing all the feedback. But he definitely wasn't going to break any guitars that night. But he was down on his knees and he had the guitar on the stage and he was, kind of pulling on the whammy bar and it's like making all this noise. He had 3 Marshall stacks and he broke a string and the string kind of flew forward across the front of the stage and the kid next to me grabbed the string and the guitar slid across the stage, and I just grabbed the neck with my hands and pulled on it. But unfortunately, the strap was still around Jimmy's neck, so he came with it, and he's going, no, man, be cool, be cool. But I was like just totally in some other zone.
So at 13, you had an actual conversation with Jimi Hendrix.
Well, mine was more, I didn't really emit any articulate sounds. Jimmy was kind of pleading to let go. And then the drummer for the opening band, which was the Soft Machine, this guy, Wyatt is his last name. I just saw a show on him in England. And he came out and hit me in the jaw. And that sort of snapped me back to reality.
That kind of did it,
melee ensued after I got out of there.
Well, if it were Sid Vicious, he would have kicked you in the face, so you should feel lucky there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they call him Sid Vicious just as a joke because he was kind of the opposite of vicious, you know. But
so Bold as Love. There's a little B-side you don't hear every day. What about that?
No, you don't. First of all, it comes from the Axis Bold as Love album, which was his second album, which is an incredible piece of work when you consider he went to London, England in '66, like November, December time, something like that, and he left. Come back to do Monterey in like June of the next year, and he had done the first album and this album, and you know, it was just an incredible amount of, and it was a real change from the first album to the second album.
Things happen quickly for that man.
But I mean, he just got better and better. As good as he was on that first material, the second stuff was just totally amazing. And I remember hearing an interview with him once. He talked about, you know, because the lyrics to Axis Bold as Love, they're very kind of descriptive and all these psychedelic colors and stuff.
That's where he says, just ask the Axis.
Just ask the Axis, yeah, but he had no explanation of what the Axis actually was.
Of course not.
He started with this explanation. He says, you know what, I don't really know what it means. It's just something that sounded good to me at the time.
Well, let's listen to it.
Okay.
Axis, Bold as Love on 107.7 The Bone.
107.7 The Bone.
Streaming online at 1077thebone.com.